So right now, the S&P 500 is at all-time highs. Frankly, the performance of the S&P 500 has been crazy over the past 2 or so years. Over the past 3 months, though, things have gone absolutely wild. You can see that it is up by over 16%. Now, if analysts such as Goldman Sachs are to be trusted, well, the S&P 500 rally has a lot more to give, and it's not running out of steam soon. Goldman Sachs expects the S&P 500 to near 7,000 points in about a year's time. Now, it's funny because the same analysts have said the exact opposite thing when the S&P 500 was at all-time highs around January or February. And obviously with all the tariff talks, all the analysts changed their tune on that. And once again, we are here with the S&P 500 in a full-on bear market. Naturally, though, with a bear market as impressive as it has been, a lot of investors are, cautious about what the future may hold. Because realistically, what comes up must come down, or is that actually the case? So in this video, we're going to look at whether or not we can expect the S&P 500 to rally on forever. Now, as always, I'm using the Trading 212 platform, and if you would like to sign up to Trading 212 and receive a free fractional share that is worth up to £100, all you have to do is to click the link in the description box down below. Alternatively, if you've already signed up to Trading 212 in the past 10 days but haven't received your free fractional share, all you have to do is to press the 3 horizontal line menu over here. Scroll all the way down until you see the section Use Promo Code. And in this section, just enter the code JUBAIR and you should receive a free fractional share. So here is a graph by Vanguard themselves, which shows the historical performance of bull and bear markets since about 1969. So in this graph, they're not using the S&P 500, they're using the FTSE All-Share, which is basically a snapshot of the total stock market, although it's not perfectly that. But as we know now, the S&P 500 is the biggest mover of any stock market around the world. So a bull market is a period of time when the stock prices increase over 20%. And the bear market is the opposite, when they reduce below 20%. So in the 1970s, the oil crises led to a bear market that lasted 2 years and 7 months. Now, this was an incredibly big dip in the stock market overall, down by 66.6%. Now, a lot of new investors have honestly been spoilt, in my opinion, because they have not witnessed any real downturn in their stock portfolio. Now imagine getting a 66% drop. And this bear market lasted well over 2 years. So imagine seeing your portfolio drop and drop over a 2-year time period. I don't know if most new investors would be able to stomach that. Now, what followed was an absolutely crazy bear market. This one only lasted for 1 year and 2 months. But I believe at that time there were 2 oil crises. But in that bull market, if you had stayed invested, you would have gained over 180%. Now, obviously, if you are invested into the S&P 500, that figure will probably be different. It might even be higher, as the S&P 500 typically shows more growth. Now imagine having that success and falling into another bear market, which was a downturn of 27%. Now obviously this is yet another representation of how staying in the market is probably your best bet, because imagine trying to time in and out of that. It's pretty difficult. But anyway, this bear market lasted only 9 months. Pretty big downturn of 27%, but only 9 months. Following that, it was one of the biggest bull markets in history because there was a 1,670% increase in share prices. And this bull market lasted almost 11 years at 10 years and 11 months. Now imagine staying invested during that time period. You would be laughing, but think about it. 10 years is a very long time. Now during this 10-year and 11-month run, you would be apprehensive on the first year, the second year, the third year, that, another stock market crash was going to happen. But no one could have really predicted that it would take around 11 years for the next downturn. And what's crazy is that the downturn did happen, and that downturn lasted only 2 months. And that was a reduction of about a third of people's portfolio. And then we saw another massive bull run. In terms of numbers, it wasn't as high as the previous one, but it went up by 572%. And this bull run lasted 12 years and 9 months. Again, no one could have predicted how long it would have gone. But based on previous performance, based on the previous bull run, a lot of people would have got complacent and expected this sort of return in the stock market. Right now, what we're seeing is a very nice bull run and people expecting that the stock market has to keep going up. But as we've seen before, crashes do happen, and when they happen, they are pretty catastrophic. Anyway, the noughties tech bubble did lead to another stock market crash. This time it was pretty bad at 42%. And this crash was quite long. It lasted 2 years and 5 months. Then followed another bull run up by 135%. This lasted 4 years and 9 months. The global financial crisis of 2007/8. Stocks dropped by over 40%. This lasted only 1 year and 4 months. Then we saw another crazy bull run up by 222%. And this bull run again lasted around 11 years at 10 years and 10 months. Then we saw a very small flash crash, I would say, so the pandemic crash, down by 25%, and this lasted literally only 3 months. Since the pandemic, we have been on a massive bull run, so this is actually where the data ends. Now we can see over the past 5 years, the S&P 500 has been on a crazy bull run. So over that time, the S&P 500 is up by over 95%. If we include the COVID crash here, we are up by over 120%. Now, interestingly, we did see a crash this year. I'm not sure if we can actually call this a crash, depending on what fund you have used. There was a 20% drop, but overall, realistically, I wouldn't classify this as a proper crash. But as we have seen time and time again from the figures, bull markets are followed by bear markets. But the crazy statistic is overall, the average bear market only lasted around 1 year and 3 months, whilst the average bear market lasts around 6 years and 10 months. Now, if averages are anything, then we are about 2 years away from the next bear market. But as we know, past performance can never really be used to predict the future. We've had bull markets as short as about 2 years and as long as about 11 years. So over the past 3 months, I've been investing £10 every single day into the S&P 500, and I aim to do this for as long as possible, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years. In this bull market, things are looking really good. But either way, even if there is a crash or not a crash, we've seen time and time again that the consistent investor typically outperforms even the best of analysts when it comes to getting a return on their money. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.